Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here, and welcome to another week of the Rough Cuts. And this week I'm going to talk to you about a positive film for fat people. Yes, there's a positive film for fat people, and all people can, that aren't fat can watch this as well. And it's a movie where I would say 99.9% of the cast is all fat. There are a few skinny people, but the skinny people aren't the positive ones. The fat people are. This is also a great Ben Stiller film, which I always thought was funny how the cover shows nothing with Ben Stiller on it. I think because the movie's Heavyweights, and I think when this first came out, Ben Stiller wasn't like well known at that point, so he's not even like mentioned on the cover or anything. And the thing that's funny about this movie is Ben Stiller was asked years ago, what movie would you love to make a sequel to if you could make anything you made out of any of the movies you've done? And he said Heavyweights. So hopefully one day someone puts money up and does this. Basically, this movie though was written by Judd Apatow, who's done 40-Year-Old Virgin and all those things. And this is done before he started directing things. It's basically a movie about all these kids that go to fat camp. And originally it's run by Jerry Stiller. And Jerry Stiller has to leave the camp. He had to sell it off to Tony Perkins, who's played by Ben Stiller. In my opinion, this is my favorite Ben Stiller role. He was crazy, like this crazy in this. And he was this crazy he took over the camp and like worked these kids, didn't give them food, and like all kinds of incidents happened in this camp. And the thing that's funny though is the main kid in this, he hadn't acted in years, totally disappeared off the face of the map. And then all of a sudden he came back, and apparently he's on like Gossip Girl or some popular trend of show right now. He's lost all this weight, and I believe me, it's you would never expect it. And I'm sure he like hides this thing in the back of his closet or props his books up, props his bookshelf up with this film and doesn't want to see it. But although I love it, the other kid in this has lost a lot of weight as well. And the last thing he did, he had a small bus driver scene in Drillbit Taylor. Though, basically, and Kenan Thompson is in this film. Kenan Thompson has really gotten big now with SNL. He's become like one of the main people in that, which I think is really good. I wish they could get Kel on the show, on SNL too. I think if you had Kenan and Kel both on there, it'd be great. But this is definitely one to check out. It's a very funny summer camp movie. They never make summer camp movies anymore. They used to, in the 70s and 80s, made all kinds of slasher films. This is and they made a couple comedy ones. This is a really good camp comedy film, and you don't have to be like a kid or anything like this. It's actually just a very funny movie. And the other character in this that I really like is Lars, who was recently in Adam Rifkin's show Look. Anyway, though, sorry I wasn't here last week. I'll see you next week, and see you later.